It's the Tuesday after a 3-day weekend, and we came back today to no internet, which I want to be upset about, but I can't because look at all the stuff I got done. I've had all of these buckets here for a really long time. And I say really long time, but when I say that, what I mean is I pulled all of the fairy tales to these buckets a couple of months ago, and then they borrowed them for something, and they came back completely out of order, and they've been sitting right over there just waiting for me to eventually come back to them. And today I did. Everything is sorted by type, and I have a bunch. So hopefully these will start circulating now that they're sorted out again. And since I was using my label maker, there are a lot of things that I just haven't labeled yet, so I went and did that. Like on the spinner where I added series labels, which we've needed for a while, so I'm glad I did it. I also did the same thing over here with my graphic novel spinner, which is mostly empty, but there's Babysitter's Club. And I survived, and those are all labeled now. But the number one thing that I did this morning, the thing that took the most amount of time for me, was reorganize my Spanish section. So here we are at the back side. We've got our bigger kid nonfiction, chapter books, graphic novels, popular series. But it's this other side that I'm really proud of, and you will be too. Let's go look. Ta-da! I finally have everything in buckets because I finally have enough. My picture books are all now in alphabetical order by the author's surname, and every one of the buckets is labeled with a topic. It was never a problem for me, or the kids really, but when it came time to put things away, it's kind of hard. I also sent out overdue notices last week, and I got a couple back this morning from a teacher, and she said they've looked everywhere and they couldn't find the books, so I went looking. I found them here. Which is why it always says if you feel like you're receiving a message in error, please contact Miss Grace and we'll get it figured out. Because mistakes absolutely do happen sometimes. I also found something that I need to change the spine label on. Because according to the tag, this book would have ended up in the religious section, but it's a holiday and we don't put Christmas in the religious section just because it's a religious holiday, so I'm changing that. And I repaired this the other day, but I forgot to put a new label. So back to the book hospital it goes. Whoops. Since I managed to get this much done before lunchtime, I'm feeling very confident about what I'm going to be able to do after lunchtime, even though the internet has come back up and I will have classes after lunch, which is fine. I'm looking forward to it. But I also really enjoyed my extra work time.